6 ways to make the grade. This is 6 tips for your child and quite frankly for you as well as we head back into the school season so that you can ensure that you are making necessary lifestyle adjustments to live a healthier life by living out a chiropractic lifestyle. So this is not just for your child, but it is for you as well. But this is our back to school edition, 6 ways to make the grade. Hi, my name is Austin Blanchfield. I'm with Health Revolution Chiropractic, and I'm here to help you in your health journey, making lifestyle adjustments at home so that you can live a healthier life. So this tip of the week is for your children. And this is 6 different ways to ensure that when your kids go back to school, because it's school time right now, right? They can make the most of the school year by focusing on some healthy adjustments that you can easily adopt and adapt for them in their life. So number 1 is start and end the day with well-balanced meals. Okay, this is super important to just nourish your child, right, with healthy, well-balanced meals. Because if you are feeding them toxic chemicals, man-made chemicals, synthetic chemicals that their body is trying to process, that ultimately is a stressor on their body and can affect the way that they show up at school, right? Their energy, their mood, their behavior can all be affected by their diet. So make sure that they start the day and end the day with well-balanced meals. Number 2, have healthy snacks for them. So be sure to pack healthy snacks so that they are getting completely nourished. Okay, natural food snacks throughout the day. This will ultimately help them with their concentration, because if they're hungry, you don't want them to be hangry, right? And sometimes that can happen, and your child, being young, might not understand that it's because they're lacking food, right? So make sure you have healthy snacks for them. And like I mentioned before, these tips are for you too. So as you go to work, make sure you start the day with a well-balanced meal. Have healthy snacks for yourself in the day with a well-balanced meal as well, all right? Number 3, exercise after school. This is a must, a minimum of 60 minutes, okay? When we live in a society where we are sedentary naturally because of TV consumption, digital consumption, video games, whatever it may be, and when your child is at school, they're sitting all day. They need to be active. This is healthy for them. This is healthy for their brain development and behavior as well, because cognitive growth is actually a major, it improves because of exercise. There's a lot of science and research that shows cognitive development, how there's a link between that and exercise. So be sure that your kid is exercising after school. Number 4, limit the TV time, the computer time, the video game time, because on average, each child spends 3 hours in front of a TV or computer a day. 3 hours. That's pretty wild, right? And it could be even more than that. It just depends on the individual. It depends on the child. So make this a reward system for them. Instead of allowing your child to just veg in front of a TV or a computer, don't allow them to veg, okay? Have a reward system in place and boundaries as well so that it limits the amount of time they are consuming just sitting, watching TV, right? Number 5, consistent bedtime. This is super important. Research shows that children from 5 to 12 years old, they need 10 to 11 hours of sleep a night. Okay, that's just for them to be able to properly function and to be able to be healthy. Ultimately, okay, the right processes in their body, they're developing, right? So you need a certain amount of sleep for development, for proper and healthy development. So 5 to 12 years old, 10 to 11 hours of sleep. And then age 12 to 19 years old, they need at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. So be sure to plan accordingly, set boundaries in place. Number 6, last one, get your kid adjusted. Your child in order for them to properly function, you need to check for subluxations. So visit a local chiropractor so that they can check their spine to make sure that it's properly functioning, that there's no misalignments, there's no stress on the nervous system, because when there's stress on the nervous system, it can allow dysfunction in the body, can allow symptoms to occur, and ultimately an unhealthy child that isn't able to fully grow and develop the way that God really intended them to, because they are subluxated. So be sure to get them checked. So if your child is showing like low energy, maybe they're getting sick often, okay, these are signs that their nervous system could be subluxated. Okay, there could be stress on their nervous system that they aren't even aware of, that you aren't even aware of. All right, so it can show up in different ways, different symptoms. Maybe it's brain fog, maybe it's not remembering things easily. All right, so be sure to have your child get checked by your local chiropractor. And like I mentioned, with all 6 of these tips, you can apply them for you in your life as well. And how much better would it be for you to implement this lifestyle so that your kids know what to do? They see it. It's not just you telling them, right? But they see it. They can visually see in this world their parent doing the things that they need to do to live a healthy lifestyle. What better way to have them do that than you doing it yourself, and they can model after you. So I highly encourage you that you adopt these tips as well, and be sure that your children are doing these so that they can, or you're helping your children with these so that they can live a healthy lifestyle. All right, so if you enjoyed this tip, give it a thumbs up, share it with a loved one, a family member, a friend, so that we can start creating a healthier community, so that ultimately people can live out the way that they were meant to live, the way that God designed them to live, with true function in a healthy functioning society where they're really contributing into their ultimate calling, like how God is meaning for them to show up in life. So like I said, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend or family member, and I look forward to connecting with you more and seeing you on our next tip of the week. God bless, love you, take care.